Okay, it is Saturday, October 8th, 2022 at 11:22 p.m. a.m. Sorry, a.m. And I have my little cup of coffee here. Um, Obviously, with now my second, maybe third favorite mug now. Yeah, I don't know if most of you guys know, but this is my this used to be my favorite mug, but then now it's oh my god, but now it's my third favorite mug. Anyways, so I just wanted to make this video to kind of organize my thoughts because I think I have to learn how to actually think, um, or think clearly is probably a better way to put it. Excuse me. Despite my coughing, I do feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. I'm coughing a bit less, and though the more I talk, the more that I feel as if um, it's getting worse or something. But no, I just wanted to organize my thoughts to kind of plan out what I'm going to do today. Um, I think I'm gonna. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do right now is just kind of list out what problems I have and how I can solve them. And then most times when I start thinking about one issue, it leads me to another issue, and then I have like a list of things that I need to do. Then I get overwhelmed. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and then um, and then I can go from there. But one thing I can well, one thing I know what I'm going to do today is so the gutter installer. Excuse me. Okay, well, long story short, had this guy that works with Adonai. He's a gutter installer. Scheduled him for October 7th, so yesterday. But then Cece, our client, didn't particularly like them and basically just told him to leave the property. I don't know how I wasn't there, in which I probably should have been there. Um, Probably could have gone differently, but I know there's a lot of things I could have improved with this, uh, you know, um, professional relationship and how I could have moderated it in a way to make sure that it went smoothly. I think that's partly my fault. Um, but anyways, um, but basically they left some material on our property. There's a big line of new gutters and then also um, some old downpipes and stuff like that. So um, I'm gonna go over there, take it off the property because um, she doesn't like things on her property and stuff like that. So take it off, and then after that, I think well I'm gonna contact Leanne first, but me and my dad want to move the bed and the office printer. Um, it's been there for like months now. I think talking is now my enemy because every time I talk or start to talk, it's I always start coughing after, so I'll chill out a little bit. But yeah, like that coffee has been there for months now. I'm pretty sure it's been there since like the beginning of the year or something like that. When was it actually? It was somewhere around that time, or maybe like February, kind of. Um, Yeah, so, it was I'm sure I'm like 99% positive it was working before I had it because I went there, they turned it on, they're like, "Oh, yeah." It came with toner too, and, it's a very expensive printer. I think it retails for like, 2,500 or something like that, and then I put it in the truck, brought it here, and I was very impatient, so I tried to take it out of the, um, truck without any help, and it was just slamming onto the ground. I was like, "Oh, it's a pretty heavy duty thing. It should be fine." Though I was very skeptical, and it ended up not working. There's an issue with the power supply, in which it could be like fixable, but for the most part, um, for the most part, it's well, not for the most part. Actually, I'm pretty sure I could fix it, but I don't want to. I don't want to spend the time fixing it. We'll probably just get another printer that costs like 500 bucks, like a decent printer, and just use that. But gonna toss that out. So while I'm over there at CC's, um, probably gonna ask Leon and Fernando if we can use their dolly. I think it's called dolly. But yeah, the thing that is kind of like an L shape, and then you can put something on it, and you just kind of lift it like that. Yeah, gonna ask if we can use that so we can lift this out, and then we also just have the Sheldon's old bed there. Throw it out, so that's fine. Besides that, I kind of have the day to that felt good to kind of do what I want, do some work. Because I kind of took the past 3 days off. It was because I was sick, but I'm feeling better today. Um, except when I talk a lot, apparently. So feeling better today. I'll do some work today. Um, God damn, I'm completely off point of where I wanted to use this video for. So, um, organizing my thoughts. Okay, so one thing I can do today is um, I kind of put together the Excel sheet for the profit calculator. I could do that. I know that's gonna be boring, but it's a very useful tool that I could use. Though I have to structure it properly so like it's coherent and stuff like that. Um, Also, I've been really thinking about critical thinking and how I can improve that. Being sick is so limiting when I want to talk, but um, kind of hard to see. But you can kind of see there. I put some notes on how I can improve some of my critical thinking, and also there's that big lettering there. It says organize everything because I need to organize everything. Really is one of the biggest issues we had this year, in which was very preventable, was we didn't have any systems in place. We didn't know where the money was going in. We didn't know where the money was going out. We didn't know how much we had left over. Um, every time we bought something, we were like, "Oh, it's an expense," but then we didn't really realize how much we kind of had, I guess. But not just that, but with just information in general, we were very scattered. So we got to organize everything, or at least I do, make sure that everything is proper and has a system that it goes. When I get this information, it goes through this process to the to the end and to where it's organized. So then I don't have to scatter and wonder where this thing is, or how much we have left, or how much we spent, um, how much materials cost, like and stuff like that. Yeah, but I wanted to improve my critical thinking skills and um what the fuck did that say? Well, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say learn how to properly write, but that does not look like that at all. Um, but one thing I like while kind of researching this topic is that learning how to properly write is a good way to improve critical thinking because you have to, know, um, for most, well, I guess if you're analyzing a piece of work, you have to know how to critically think to kind of get that information, right? But I think it more stems down to knowing how to communicate and get your uh, thoughts into words. Um, so then you're not all jumbled up and stuff like that. And so if you're presented with a problem, um, getting your thoughts into well, a solution in this scenario, but get your thoughts to words to display the solution, kind of um, is a good way to be able to do that. Basically, as you can see, I'm struggling with that right now, but um, yeah, because after that, it's learning how to properly communicate your thoughts, and then after that, it's learn to ask the right questions, think about the issue at hand more deeply. And obviously, that's a lot easier said than done. Um, but I think a good example of this is brain teasers or riddles, I guess. I think brain teasers is probably the right term. It's where, like, I think I say the one I remember. It's there's a rooster that is um, facing west. Um, is on a roof that's kind of like this, sits on top of that, and then the wind is blowing east. The rooster lays an egg. Which direction will the egg fall, or something like that? Which is meaning like which side of the roof will it fall? And um, well, the solution is there will be no egg, but um, there's a couple things you have to look at. Obviously, it's a pretty simplified example, but um, one, the way the rooster is facing is a relevant one because no matter which way you're facing, the egg will still come out the same way. But two, the wind blowing is also another kind of distraction or diversion from the actual answer. And the actual answer was like in the second word, which was the rooster, in which roosters don't lay eggs because they're male, right? I remember it sounded like a very simple question when I heard it. I was like, ah, that's easy. And I was like, well, I mean, logically, there's no reason why I wouldn't go east because the wind is blowing east. So I was like, east. And then I didn't even realize that uh, it said rooster because it said it so casually and it was just kind of there. And, a part of the thinking. And then it said that the rooster was facing uh, east. Oh, no, west. Wait, yeah, west. And the wind was blowing east. And then so that's kind of the distraction there. And then you have to look at it in a different way, or at least like analyze it. Think about the question at hand a bit more deeply. Because if you think of like you just take a second to think about it and like just be like read through it, think about it, you'd be like, oh, you would have realized like it said rooster, and like they can't lay eggs. And there was a couple or more other ones where it was pretty obvious. Another one was like, um, a building is on fire, the second and third level, and then the police come to take out the fire. Which level would they, uh, extinguish first? And I was like, well, the second level because it's before the third level, so it's a lot easier. So I was like, what could be wrong with that answer? And like I read it again and I thought about it. I was like, I said the same answer, but then after it's like, the keyword was police because the police don't extinguish fires. That's for the firefighters. And I was like, "Holy fuck!" Because I remember when I answered that question, I was like, "What possible other answer could there be?" And then once they gave me the answer, I was like, "Oh fuck!" But obviously, critical thinking isn't just brain teasers. Uh, is more issues than knowing if a rooster will lay an egg or the difference between a firefighter and a policeman, right? Fuck. I'm gonna blow my nose. Give me a second. Sorry, I had to go to the washroom to blow my nose because, excuse me, goodness, um, my uh, um, roll of paper wasn't here, so yeah. So I think being able to effectively critically think about a problem and then kind of think of all of the kind of solutions, because I mean, especially with the like in the real world, there isn't just one solution to a problem. There's multiple solutions. Um, I think critically thinking is also part of the decision making process because you can critically think about each of these solutions and kind of thinking of the pros and cons of to that solution and kind of pick the best one there or for the situation. Yeah. Um. Okay, I think that's about it for today. Getting tired just from talking. I guess I still am sick. Anyways, so it is Saturday, October 8th, 2022 at 11:41 a.m. So, um, yeah, maybe I'll make it. Anyway.